Hey Sainers, welcome back to the Saints TV YouTube channel. Hope you're all having a great weekend so far. In this video, it's gonna be a test. I'm testing myself. I'm going to try and use the famous Squiggle ladder predictor and predict every single St Kilda game in the home and away season, including the score. I think it's gonna test me. I was just going to do margin, but I'm actually going to go score as well and see exactly how close I can get to the entire season. And then we'll talk about it in 10 months' time and talk about how wrong I was, basically. So let's get into it and test my skills. All right. Round 1. St Kilda versus Collingwood Docklands. Score. I reckon we're going to kick the ton. I'm going to go 103 to 72. I reckon we want a 5-goal win in round 1. So I'm going to go 5 goals. Look at that, top of the ladder. Scores, round 2, Freo away. I automatically get just a bad feeling about this game. Not in like we're going to get dominated, but in that we probably won't win. Just because we never seem to beat Fremantle away from home. I think our last time we beat them there was 2017 when I think Josh Bruce kicked a couple of late goals and we won by like 7 or 8 points. I think it's going to be a pretty tight one. I'm going to go 82. I think it's going to be a tight. I'm going to go under a goal. 82 to 77. I think they're going to pip it. All right, Richmond. Another tough one. But this is the one where I think we can actually win. We beat them last year. It's back at Marvel. It's not going to be a ton, but we're going to get close. I'm going to go 91, and I'm going to go 77. 14 points, 2 goals. Hawthorn. I'm thinking, what is the world telling me? 66 to, I'm going to go 111. I think we can beat them pretty comfortably. But I mean, I'm probably going to get Hawthorn supporters in the comments telling me, Jake, you're dreaming. So this is just what I'm thinking at the moment, guys. Gold Coast. No Ben King. I think this is going to be a win, but I think it's going to be one of those games where we look back and go, geez, how did we get out of that one? Because Gold Coast actually played out of their skins. This is me predicting the future here. The Godfather predicting the future. I'm going to go low scoring one again. I think we're going to land on... I'm going to go 9. I feel like... No, we're not going to go 90s. We're going to go lower. They're going to keep us tight. 79. It's going to be low scoring for the most part. 68. Yeah, that's going to be a tight one where it's like late in the game and we know 2 goals, Gold Coast can win it, but we hold on. And that puts us in a good position at 4-1. But then we go away to GWS and we don't need a wake-up call, but I don't know. I never like putting teams into like a streak of wins in these predictors because it's not realistic. There is always going to be a drop-off and it's generally away from home where you'd see that. We beat them away from home last year, but they could be improved this year. I'm going to keep them at 85, and I'm going to drop us down just under a goal down. I reckon we're going to have a few close ones this year. Port at home, but we're going to bounce back. We're not going to kick 100. It's going to be 99. It's going to be close. 78, 21 points. Melbourne at the G, it's tough. I already know, I feel like 101 for Melbourne and I feel like 79 for us, I think at 22 points. But it probably feels bigger than that during the game. Geelong at Docklands. This is the one that I want to win this year the most. I don't care if we don't make finals. I just want us to beat bloody Geelong once. How many times, Sainers, in my videos have I said, beat Geelong, and then we don't? Last year we got close twice. We should have beaten them both times, especially the second time, 5 goals up to nothing in the first quarter. I'm going to go... There's a lot of 80s. I feel like it's not realistic. But they score. I feel like they're going to go like 89. I feel like we're going to have to kick a big score. And it's going to be tight. It's going to be like a finals-like match. I'm going to go 97. Adelaide away. Damn. Again, a game that we should win, but it's away from home and we've not been good, like expected to win away from home in a long time. But this is one that we want to win, so I'm just going to back our boys in and go 71, 90, 19 points. North Melbourne, back over the ton, I reckon. I reckon they're going to play attacking footy and it's going to get them a big score, but we're going to kick a big score as well. Similar to when the G-Train kicked 10, and I think both teams kicked over 100 points. I'm going to go, the first time this year we kick over 120. It's going to be 125. And they're going to clock in at... I reckon they're going to clock in at like 92. So it's going to be a high-scoring game because they're just going to go for it. Brisbane away. Not feeling good about this one. Brisbane are going to go... They're going to go 14-16. No, 14-18. What's that? 102. And we're going to go 13-7, 85. 17 points. I feel like there's a lot of 17-pointers in here. Essendon. Tough one to pick. This could really dictate how finals looks because this is round 14. Both teams should be around that mark, around the 8 at that point, you'd hope. And we're playing them next weekend too, so... Geez, you'd want to hope that we win this one. I think we do. I don't know. I never feel confident against Essendon. I never do. I think 85 stays. I don't know. It could well be like under a goal. I'm gonna go a thriller. 1 point. Sydney away. Tough. Probably unlikely. Although again, a game that we can win on our day. But I'm just gonna give it just, you know, the laws of probability dictate that, you know, we're not going to win every game for the year. We couldn't even do it in 09. So let's bring back those old wounds. Let's go Sydney. This is going to be a low scoring one. 79. We're going to land on like 61. Carlton, based on them beating us this week, I obviously need to pick us to win. That's just how it works. So we are going to go Carlton. I feel a 11-11, 77, and I feel a 15-13, 103, 26 points. And then bounce back against Fremantle. This is what we want. I can feel a 90 again. And this is going to be a tight one as well, 79. Dogs probably beat us. So we'll go Dogs 108. Saints probably like... I mean, I feel like we're going to get close, but maybe like an 81 where they just kick a couple of late ones and it looks worse than it is. What are we at? 11-6. That's pretty realistic at the moment. I feel like we can beat West Coast away. This is going to be one of those games where we never usually win them and then we go out there and we make a statement, and that basically makes everyone comfortable at like round 17 that we're probably going to play finals because we're 11-6 now. So you'd think that 12 wins and over is finals, and this is going to be the one that doesn't. It's going to be memorable. It's going to be, they're going to have Darling's not playing Kennedy though. They've still got Kennedy. Okay, so it's going to be 80... Let's go with 76. to Saints. It's going to be a tight one for a lot of the last quarter. We're going to be up by probably 5 points, 81. But then Gresham kicks one from the boundary with a minute to go, similar to what he did against Geelong a couple of years ago, and we win by 11, and it's monumental because it locks in probably finals, and we're at 12. And then we play Hawthorn. We're riding on the high. We're loving it. We're going to kick another big score. It's going to be 115 this time. They're going to be marginally better because obviously teams just improve as the season goes. That's just how it is. And they're going to kick like an 89, but it's still not enough, and we win. Then we go down to Geelong. We're on a high, but Geelong is still fighting for a top 4, top 8 position. They're at home. They'll probably pinch it. We'll go a 93 to a 70 type thing because we'll have a down game. Then we play Brisbane, round 22. It's almost like a finals preview, depending on how Brisbane are going. And I never feel confident against Brisbane. They've just got such a good team. I'm going to give it to Brisbane, but I think it's going to be an epic. I think it's going to be 80. I just deleted it and put the same bloody number in that I already had. That's how well I'm going right now. It's going to be 80 to 89, a tight one under the roof. And then Sydney at home. We beat them last year. I think we're going to go with 101 to 88. And we're going to finish at 14-8 at 107%. Not a lot of big wins. I think that's really going to be the case this year. But a lot of tight wins and maybe a couple of tight losses. Not too many blowouts. But I think 14-8 is pretty realistic with the draw. I wanted us to be at a halfway mark in my predictor. Wanted us to be like at 8-3 or something. So to go 6-3 after the break would be nice. But we're probably more realistically looking at the 12 to 13 wins mark. But I'm just kind of going best case scenario. And with the full fit team, we might be able to pinch a few upsets. And 14-8 would definitely do that. But yeah, if we go through it here. Saints we beat Collingwood, we lose to Freo, we beat Richmond, we beat Hawthorn, we beat Gold Coast, lose to GWS, beat Port, lose to Melbourne, beat Geelong once, beat Adelaide, beat North, lose to Brisbane, beat Essendon by a point, lose to Sydney, beat Carlton, beat Fremantle, lose to the Dogs, beat West Coast, beat Hawthorn, lose to Geelong, lose to Brisbane, and beat Sydney. So what's the best run in this whole fixture? 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2, 3, 1. So 3 wins in a row is the best that I've got us at this season. So that's pretty good. It's pretty realistic, I think. Rarely do teams go on huge runs unless you're flying like Melbourne. And I think Saints are just unpredictable. You know, we're not a team that you can really predict. So we could go on a big streak of wins and win 6 in a row, or we could probably lose some of these games and finish in the lower part of the bottom 8. So that's my predictor. Let me know what you think. Do it yourself. It's obviously on Squiggle, so I'd love to hear your thoughts. I would have done the entire season, but I feel like that's just not as relevant. A lot of people just care about how the Saints go, and obviously that's what Saints TV is all about. So that's my predictor, 14-8 at a percentage of 107. To me, that probably gets you in the sixth position, 5th position maybe. And that's kind of where I predicted us, to be honest. So at a best case scenario, I think we can beat Geelong once. I don't think we can beat Brisbane at the moment with the way things are looking. But I think on our day we can beat anyone. But this is just my sort of realistic take on the season. So let me know what you think. Have a bit of fun. Do it yourself, and let me know what you get and what you disagree with, what you agree with. And hopefully you enjoyed it. More videos will come out during the week. I'll do a preview for the Essendon game, hopefully Wednesday, Thursday. In the lead up to that, I'll be at the game. I'm thinking of going to the AFLW game tomorrow as well. So if you're around, say good day and we'll have a chat. And yeah, if you like my content and you've not subscribed to the channel, please hit the subscribe button and join nearly 3,000 strong army of Sainers on the Saints TV channel. So thank you to all of you that have already subscribed. And we've also recently rolled out the memberships on YouTube as well. For any Sainers that just want to contribute to the channel, just in general, just really enjoy the content and want to help beyond liking and commenting and want to jump on board and financially support the channel, that's there as well. A couple of memberships there, so check that out when you can. And I'll see you again during the week for the preview for the Essendon game. But until then, guys, enjoy the rest of your weekend and go you mighty Sainers. See you guys.